top of the league, having a laugh, top of the league, having a laugh. Oh, let's hope we'll be singing that by the end of the season. What is up, you geezer, bloke type geezers? It is Chris Modernine here. What a start to the season. 3-0 over Huddersfield. Like, it's better than 3-2 behind against Burnley, right? Oh, wow. Okay, so that was good. That was a very good game. SARRIBALL is in full flow. Well, not necessarily in full flow, but we'll just give it time. Just give it a little bit more time. Let's start by the goals. Let's start with the goals. So we had to wait until at least the 35 to 40 minute mark for N'Golo Kante to get a goal. N'Golo Kante has Sarri turned Kante into a goal scorer. You know, following all this signing of Jorginho, maybe Kante's pushed a little bit forward. You know, great goal. It was a great crossing by Willian into the box, to the far post. Kante with a sort of volley down. The ball bounced, goes over the keeper and goes into the far corner. It was a great strike. And then the penalty. Jorginho with the cheekiest penalty you're ever going to see in your life. No VAR needed to determine if it was a penalty or not. There was a clear foul on Alonso in the box. And then we had Jorginho, of course, cheekily taking that penalty. And that's how it stayed at half-time. I thought the first half, though, was a bit dry. There wasn't very much going on. I mean, it's okay. It's okay because we all know that SARRIBALL is going to come over time. I think it was a question of just seeing the game out. Just keeping Huddersfield out. You know, Kepa in goal, by the way. Didn't put a foot wrong. Didn't do anything wrong at all. He was very solid when he got the ball. There were times where the ball went past him and he looked like a sitting duck. There was one time that Huddersfield headed and hit the post through Steve Mounié, I think it is. Yeah, he hit the post and there was nothing Kepa could have done about it, but luckily it came off the post. But yeah, it was all about just keeping it at 0-0 because we all knew that Huddersfield were at home. They're going to have the home crowd in front of them. But I think if Huddersfield were to have got an early goal, we would have been chasing the game and that would have been very bad. So it was good that we kept it at 0-0, about 30 to 40 minute mark, and then Kante got that goal. And then it was even safer when Jorginho got the penalty. So 2-0, it was half-time, pretty solid. And then second half, that was when we definitely came out. We definitely came out in the second half. Much better football, much better passing. Jorginho looked solid. Willian looked very solid, very dangerous. And then we had Hazard come on later on, and well, just Hazard. It just shows you why we need to keep hold of Hazard, because Hazard, as soon as he came on, like we looked even more fierce. It was just fantastic. It was great football all round. And then the game finished off with a goal for Pedro. Let's talk about that Hazard pass. Like Hazard knows where to put the ball. Like he's got the ball. He's crowded by a number of defenders, and all he has to do is just slide the ball past the defence, give it to Pedro, and then Pedro can finish off easily. It's that kind of assist that really ticks Chelsea, and it really gets them going. And at 3-0, it was game over. Huddersfield had already tired themselves out. There was no way that Huddersfield were going to come back. And the perfect start to the season. I couldn't fault anybody today. Although, there is one player... Morata. I mean, he didn't do enough today, Morata. I don't think he did enough. Like, it peed me off when I heard that Batshuayi had been loaned out to Valencia. And I honestly think that if Batshuayi had played this game ahead of Morata today, he would have fared much better. Morata just looks weak. Every time he got the ball, every time he came up forward, it was just a half-hearted pass. He had no... Like, there was just nobody around to pass to. I don't know if that's because of him, or he can't find anyone to pass to, or I don't know. It was just strange with Morata today. And he almost scored at the end of the game as well, which could have even boosted his confidence. But like I said, Morata just very weak, and we do not want to have a weak centre-forward. And like I said just earlier, like Batshuayi, who's just gone on loan to Valencia, I honestly think he could have fared a lot better than Morata today. I think the goals would have come a lot quicker with Batshuayi in front of goal. But it is what it is. But the positive side of that is we won 3-0. And now we go into the next game at home to Arsenal with high hopes. I mean, don't get me wrong, Huddersfield is an easy game. Well, let's be honest, no game is easy in the Premier League, but Huddersfield are the more... Like, we were expecting to beat Huddersfield today. We were expecting a show from Huddersfield. Huddersfield, I was expecting them to give us a game. The fact that we won 3-0, relatively a result you'd expect. But obviously it's Huddersfield. There is going to be a lot harder games coming in the season. Starting next week against Arsenal. We haven't had it very good against Arsenal in recent time, let's be honest. The 3-1 win at Stamford Bridge 2 years ago, the best result we could have gained against them in a series of years. We haven't beaten Arsenal very much recently, so it's going to be a hard game next week. I mean, if we can get a draw at Stamford Bridge, that wouldn't be too bad, because one, it gives us a point and we don't have to lose against a rival, and second of all, it gets one big game out of the way. So if we can at least draw against Arsenal, let's remember, SARRIBALL isn't there yet. So, you know, if we win against Arsenal, great. If we draw, it's even great as well, because at least it gets a game out of the way. But if we lose, it's, you know, we're just going to have to see what happens. But yes, let's just take the first win and get 3 points on the board. We are top of the table. Let's hope we're singing that by the end of the season. All right, guys. If you've got any thoughts of the game today, let me know in the comment section down below. And if you're going to watch this video and comment, make sure you check out Chris Marder Games if you're into gaming. You won't be disappointed. I guarantee you won't be disappointed. Chris Marder Games is one of the best gaming channels on YouTube. I highly recommend you go and check him out. He's good. Alright guys, until the next video, I shall see you later. Hey do, and peace.